I started with a broken dream in a small dark room. Secondhand keys, nothing but a tune. Played for the shadows, played for the night. Nobody clapped but I still held tight. Empty bars and neon signs sank to silence more than 1,000 times. But I believed in a voice they couldn't see, 'cause music was the only way to set me free. Every note, every closed door pushed me harder, made me want it more. I carried my gear through the pouring rain, turned my heartbreak into a song of pain. 'Cause nothing came easy, every step was a fight. I was singing the darkness, reaching for light. They told me to quit, said dreams fade away, but I'm standing here stronger 'cause I chose to stay. No, nothing came easy, but I found my way. Through the struggle, I'm alive today. Friends said, man, go and get a real job, but I had melodies no one could rob. I carried my songs in a beaten case, dreams too heavy for a small town place. I sang on corners with nothing to show except the fire inside that refused to go. Every rejection, every sleepless night built the courage to stand in this light. Every tear, every lonely crowd taught me to sing a little more proud. I gave my soul to an empty stage. Now the world is ready to turn the page. 'Cause nothing came easy, every step was a fight. I was singing the darkness, reaching for light. They told me to quit, said dreams fade away, but I'm standing here stronger 'cause I chose to stay. No, nothing came easy, but I found my way. Through the struggle, I'm alive today. If you're out there thinking it's too late, don't let the world decide your fate. Every no can be the spark you need. Every failure is a planted seed. 'Cause nothing came easy, but I made it through. And if I can do it, so can you. They told me to stop, but I wouldn't let go. Now I'm singing my truth for the whole world to know. No, nothing came easy, every tear I cried built the fire that's burning inside. Nothing came easy, but the dream survived.
My name is Micah Palace, and my journey didn't start on big stages with golden lights. It started in a small room with a second-hand keyboard and dreams bigger than the walls around me. I grew up knowing that nothing in life was going to be handed to me. My family didn't have much, but they gave me love, and that love kept me pushing through the toughest days. When I first started chasing music, I played wherever I could, tiny cafes, street corners, and bars where people barely noticed I was there. Sometimes I'd sing to 5 people, sometimes to none at all. I remember nights when I carried my own equipment on my back, praying someone in the crowd would listen. Most didn't. Rejections came more than opportunities, and there were times I questioned if I had what it takes. I faced self-doubt every day. Friends told me to get a real job, to stop chasing what they called an impossible dream. But every time I thought about giving up, I'd sit at my keyboard, and the music reminded me why I started. The songs were my voice, my way of surviving, and even if the world wasn't listening, I couldn't stop singing. Slowly, people began to notice. One performance led to another. One listener shared my music with 10 more. It wasn't fame overnight. It was a grind built on late nights, empty wallets, and stubborn faith. And through it all, I held on to one thing: my story matters. My voice matters. Now, standing on this stage, I carry all those years of struggle with me. Every rejection, every empty room, every moment I almost walked away. They made me stronger. And when I sing today, I'm not just singing for me. I'm singing for every dreamer who's been told it's impossible, for everyone fighting to be heard. Because if I can make it here, after everything, then so can you.
Micah, I'll be honest with you. When you first walked onto this stage, I wasn't sure what to expect. But the moment you opened your mouth, the moment you began telling your story through that song, everything changed. What you just did wasn't a performance. It was a confession. It was years of pain, doubt, and resilience put into music, and that takes more courage than most people will ever know. You weren't just singing lyrics. You were letting us see your life, your struggle, your fight to keep going when every door seemed to close. I've sat in this chair for a long time and I've heard thousands of voices, but very few carry the weight yours does. There's a rawness in you, something unpolished but powerful, and that's exactly why people will remember this, because you are real, and real is what cuts through the noise. When you sang about carrying your keyboard through empty streets, about being told to quit, I think everyone here felt it. We've all had those moments of doubt. We've all questioned if we're enough. But tonight, you gave us proof that struggle can turn into strength, that broken roads can still lead to something beautiful. The audience was silent while you sang, and that silence means they were listening. Completely, deeply listening. That's rare. That's special. And I have to tell you, I felt it too. It's not often I sit here and feel like someone is singing to me, but that's exactly what you did. Micah, your story matters. Your voice matters. You reminded us all why this stage exists, not just for perfect singers, but for people who have something real to say. Tonight, you showed us your truth, and it was extraordinary. Thank you for being brave enough to share it. I will not forget this moment.